Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool. And my experience with Malco tools has gone up and down. Started with a really high up with the Malco Snap-on rebranded Eagle Grip locking plier. These things are just amazing. I know there was a lot of controversy about the death of the Eagle Grip, but Snap-on bought the factory, so they're back. So that's, in my mind, still a Malco thing, even though it's made by Snap-on now. Was made by Malco. Then I got a duck knife, one of the Malcos. This is the DKF or DK6S. It's pretty good, but I was a little surprised by some of the workmanship. Just thinking about this, and of course, that was my first Malco Chinese-made tool. Then I got this. I think this was Taiwan. This is the Connects 2. It is a bit driver. And it actually has one of the best lockups of any small or large bit driver. Just outstanding. Great little design. Quite affordable. These were like 10 bucks. There is a little bit longer handled one. And then there was a ratchet. And I thought, well, the ratchet's got to be a good one, right? Because it's a Malco and it's the same thing. This is the Connects 3. Connects 1 is the larger handle. I guess it's just in the order. I thought it had something to do with number of inches of handle or something. It doesn't. But anyway, this thing I wasn't as thrilled about. Apparently, you know, it's supposed to be super strong, but there's no way to attach another tool to it. So super strong for your hand, but I haven't had any trouble with, you know, running out of tool strength on a tool like this. With just my hand. But anyway, so I was kind of let down there. But anyway, I'm back happy because here is the Malco. This is the 4-in-1 multi-socket nut driver. And this is actually a really cool little tool. 4 things at least, depending on how you measure it. They call it the 4-in-1. So I've got this rubber cover over the top of this heavy plastic handle. Anodized, looks like steel ring that basically controls what's happening with this shaft. And then this shaft, like many of these other kind of multi-nut driving tools, has 2 sizes on this side and 2 sizes on this side. So it's, you know, I've got like this behemoth Klein here with, you know, like 240 different things on it. Usually you want like 5/16 and a quarter. Those are sort of the big ones. There are, you know, of course, the Snap-on versions. Probably it's easier to read. Here's a quarter, here's 5/16. Just wonderful little tools, but a lot of times we want both. And there are some options. Obviously, this was another Malco product down here that I really liked. Anyway, this reverses. It allows you to clean the magnet, but it's got a 5/16 on one side, quarter on the other. Of course, there are all kinds of nut drivers, and these 4 right here are the ones represented in this one tool. So I can start out on this side, see what fits in this. Where am I here? Here we go. You can see it's written on here. I've got the 7/16 and 5/16 right here. So this is a 5/16. You can also see the depth here. So there's plenty of room for an extended shaft there. Then all I do is just move this down to release the spring. Then I can go up to something larger, like this. This is the 7/16. Again, good grip, solid there. I'll get to the length here in a minute. That has to do with something else. On this side, I've got quarter and 3/8. So here is a 3/8 and 3/8 with the nylon lock nut there. But here's the other deal. This has a couple of settings. So right here, I have got, if you look, I have got the smaller of the 2 sizes out, the quarter and the 5/16. This is one of the most common, and I'm really glad, you know, that that's an option. I could just leave it like this and do almost everything. However, if I let this if I lift this up and let this slide down, now I've got the 5/16 and the 3/8 as my 2 that are existing there. Or I can slide it this way to there, and now I've got the 7/16 and the quarter as my two options that are out, depending on what you use. So very easy to slide this thing back and forth. You can even do it on the fly, obviously, if you need to switch gears. No problem. This is about 18 bucks on Amazon, and it looks like about everywhere else. Simple design. I'm not sure where it's made. I couldn't figure that out. My guess is probably Taiwan, could be China. It's chrome vanadium. And as far as a single fast use tool, this is definitely going in my tool bag now. It answers a lot of questions in a very simple design, fast to use, simple. The only thing I was thinking is, could you drive this a little bit more? And yeah, I guess you could if you wanted, you know, putting sockets in, or if I did it on this end to drive something. But I don't know why, because you could probably put the socket on if you were trying to drive that nut, but it does work as an extension. You know, it's strong enough. So that's a possibility. Anyway, there it is. The Malco 4-in-1 multi-socket nut driver. Another good tool. Thanks, Malco. And with that, Doc out.